It is FA Cup day, and the Arsenal head up to Oxford, the birthplace of the British establishment, to take on Oxford United in this third round FA Cup tie. I was expecting a straightforward win, and that's what I got. Good evening, my peoples, and welcome back to the Counterattack. I hope you and yours are doing very, very well. It is FA Cup Day, third round against Oxford United, the League One side, and honestly, Arteta put out a very, very strong lineup. He does not mess around with these cup matches, does he? Yes, he does ring the changes, 7 changes, but still, what a strong side. Sambi Lakanga finally makes an appearance. Fabio Vieira reappears for our delectation. Mohamed El Neni playing the 6th, the defensive midfielder. Kieran Tierney, he comes in at left back. Tomiyasu at right back. And Holding finally gets a start in the American, my fellow American, Matt Turner in the nets. Nice little run out for anyone. Please, no injuries. That's all I want. Usually when I start these fan cams, I usually say that, Arsenal with the expected fast start. Today, I did not expect that at all. 7 changes. A lot of these guys haven't played in, weeks, I guess. Some of them not at all. I can't even remember the last time I saw Fabio Vieira. But as expected, Arsenal to start off this match looking rusty and disjointed. I did not like how we started that match. Oxford United, understandably, playing very, very physical, really getting stuck in, not letting us have too much joy in the final third. In the middle of the pitch, and as we work out from the back, they weren't really challenging us. But once we got them right into their half, they were not letting us pass. Vieira and Tomiyasu, I think, were just, the focus on them today is because a lot of the play goes through the white back, usually Ben White and Martin Odegaard. With those two in there looking rusty, our play just looked a bit too slow, too ponderous to work it into the front three, and that's kind of how the first half started. Well, the difference between our normal starting lineup and the one that Arteta put out today against Oxford United, you can see the gap in quality between these three and the ones that normally play. The ball was just moving. Our play was way too slow. And even against a League One side that is definitely going to hurt you, Oxford United were not good enough to get past our defense at all. I thought Gabriel and Holding had a relatively comfortable day. Barely anything, especially in that first half. I thought they were pretty comfortable, but we must do better. Have to move the ball quicker. The second half began how the first one ended. Very, very bitty. Just not a very watchable match right there. But here comes 1-0 to the Arsenal. We finally cracked them open. Another set piece. Vieira floats in a beautiful cross right onto Mohamed El Neni's head. 1-0 to the Arsenal. If we were going to get anything through the normal run of play, Fabio Vieira had to move further up the pitch, and he just had to be freed. And Arteta, he made some excellent substitutions here. On comes Xhaka, on comes Zinchenko. We really need those technical 8s, those interiors. It really freed up Vieira, and here comes the second goal. 7 minutes after the first, Fabio Vieira slots in Nketiah. He rounds the keeper, and it's 2-0 to the Arsenal. Now that the team had a little bit more trust in the midfield, now that Xhaka and Zinchenko was on, and we all know that Zinchenko, yes, he comes on at left back, but what he really does is he plays center midfield. That's how Zinchenko plays. Here comes the third goal. Martinelli, he wins it high up the pitch, feeds it into Nketiah. And Eddie, another goal. He's a scorer, absolute scorer. Lovely little chip over the keeper, 3-0 to the Arsenal. That third goal came in the 76 minutes. All of the goals were about 6 or 7 minutes apart in that second half. But that 3-0, we were very comfortable. Oxford United knew they were beaten. The match was pretty much over. And Arteta subs worked. They absolutely worked. Having those technical interiors really just loosened the Oxford United's defense. And it really gave confidence, I think, to the front three to sort of be a little bit more quicker to counter-press higher up the pitch. When you have those technical interiors, it really just frees up everything. It freed up Fabio Vieira, we know that, and he gets his 2 assists. A good confidence booster from him, because I felt like his last few appearances, he looked a little bit off the pace. Zinchenko, he has a good shout for man of the match, maybe even Xhaka, but we're going to give it to Fabio Vieira. And there were no new injuries. I am very, very happy, my people. We move on in the FA Cup on to face City away, I believe. Ugh. Please slap that like button, subscribe, my peoples, and I will see you next time. Take care.